Welcome to your Farm and Home Show. My name is Joanna and today we're visiting with Kristin Hildabrand, Warren County Extension Agent for Horticulture. Now, Kristin, March, now we're starting to get into some time where we can actually do some gardening.
Basically, for the month of March, right now is a great time to go ahead and prepare your garden. And so just kind of keep in mind with that you don't want to work soil when it's wet, and that's what can happen in March because spring weather can be really rainy. So just go ahead and kind of do a quick soil moisture type test. Go out there and get some soil, form it into a ball, and if you punch it with your index finger and it crumbles readily, you know that you can go ahead and work the soil. If it stays together, you probably want to wait a little bit so that way and retest, so that way you're not going to hurt your soil structure or anything like that. Go ahead and get your seed bed prepared if it's favorable for you to work the soil, and then whenever you get that prepped and ready to go, because the soil is where a lot of these plants are going to be started into, then you can go ahead and start with your gardening ventures. So at the beginning of March here for us in central Kentucky, generally for us being in Warren County, you can go ahead and start some seeds outdoor for our cooler season vegetables, and those can be things like spinach and mustard and beets, peas, and also edible potted peas. So with those, just make sure you're paying close attention to the seeding depth.
If you're like, oh, I missed it, right? I missed the 1st of March. You can plant all the way through March as well.
Right. These are just suggested times or dates that are listed in our home vegetable gardening guide. And again, the weather might not be conducive at that particular time. So certainly if you miss the beginning of that date that's mentioned, you can go ahead and plant when it's ready. But when we get further into the middle part of March for central Kentucky, March the 15th is really a go time for us. And so I wanted to mention a couple of these important dates. So generally mid-March, March 15th, if you started seeds indoors of cabbage and kohlrabi, then you can go ahead and take those transplants and actually move them outside to the garden. So a transplant is going to be a smaller plant versus direct sowing by seed like some of the other crops that we mentioned. So it's really important, like if you've grown them indoors, that you expose them to the elements. That's just getting them acclimated to the outdoor conditions, because if you think about it, they've been growing inside, not a lot of wind, and so we want to toughen those plants up. So kind of expose them a little bit right before that middle part of March.
And if you didn't raise them yourself indoors, there are nurseries that have spring vegetable transplants that you can go purchase.
Right. So if that wasn't an option for you, certainly go support local. I know we have several around us. So there's things like beets and also carrots. There's collards. There's kale. It's also a good time for green onions. And so you can also do onion sets, and then also endive. Turnip greens can also be planted. So there's just a lot of things that you can plant direct outdoors by seed if you wanted to do that. Now, I will also mention that if you are interested in other perennial crops of vegetables, March 15th is also another good time for actually putting out crowns of asparagus and also rhubarb. And now these are perennials, so you kind of want to put them in an area of your garden that they're not going to be disturbed a lot. So if you're going to be using a rototiller or something like that, you would want to kind of have them more off to a certain side of your garden, and you might want to make sure that you note that on your garden journal too. But if you've had asparagus or maybe even rhubarb planted in your garden, you can look about if they need to be divided. So every 4 years it's good to divide those. Rhubarb, if it's a 4-year-old type crown, you can go ahead and dig those up. I would do it on an overcast day, but go ahead and divide those up where it's got plenty of eyes, at least 2 to 3. I would say 3 is probably a little bit better. And then just kind of inspect that root system, and then have a newer area of your garden ready to go, so that way that when you do divide it, it goes straight into that soil, and then you're spacing it out at the inches in depth that it needs.
Because those crowns do have to be planted deeper.
The crowns are just a combination of fleshy roots and rhizomes, and so you want to make sure that those have plenty of room to grow, and we would want you to do that in a trench. Right now is also a good time to fertilize those if you have those already pre-established, and so we recommend about a pound of 5-10-10 fertilizer per 100 square foot. So you can go ahead and do that, and that's also a good time. You can also start seeds indoors for peppers and also tomatoes, yay, and also eggplant.
Start those indoors now. Do not plant those outdoors.
I would certainly recommend that you pick up our home vegetable gardening guide book, because it's got everything that you would want to know about gardening in Kentucky.
We appreciate you watching. Have a great day.